Alright guys, welcome back. I got a couple of upgrades and some maintenance stuff that I'm going to do here. I got one big job I'm going to do before we get on the dyno. Yes, we are going to the dyno and it needs to have a custom tune done by Race IQ. The setup is a little much for street tuning anymore and we need to get to the dyno. And that being said, I went ahead, before we get to the dyno, Tuner wanted me to, if I had any other mods that I wanted to do them now before we do this. It's about the middle of this month, coming up a few weeks here. So I want to try to get everything done that I can and that I want to do. That being said, yes, I went to this pulley. If you see it looks a little bit smaller, it's because I ordered the smallest pulley VRP offers, and that is the 68 millimeter pulley. You can see it right there, 68 millimeters. They have a new belt, and I'll get where is it at here? I believe. Okay, here it is. Here's the belt, the new belt. So this belt is for the 68 millimeter pulley with the stock crank pulley and a belt wrap kit. This is the belt you need for that. You can offer that. They offer that when you purchase it. What size crank pulley and Supercharger pulley, belt wrap kit or not. They could all do it all on vrp.com. So doing that, it's a little bit different with the clutch delete pulley. Taking this off is a little more challenging than it would be with the clutched pulley that you can put your hose clamps around and they kind of lay on the sides here, and then you can take off the nut on the end here. Since you can't do that, the only real way to do it, and which way I did it, not saying there's other ways to do it, but this is the only way that I can really think of. But leave everything on, leave it nice and tight on here. What I did was I took off this front cover right here. There's a couple bolts and a couple bolts there and a couple bolts there, 10 millimeters. This whole part comes off like you would be changing out your radiator, and then your radiator, or not the radiator, but the radiator fan has two clips that hold it to the radiator. Then you pop those off, then you can lift up the radiator fan itself, lift it up. And what I did, it gives you enough room to put a socket with an extension that goes right through the radiator when you lift it up, and you can put it on a little impact gun. Works perfect. I used a 24 millimeter socket, and it's enough to break it loose, and you can back it up just a little bit, give you a little enough room, then stop, take it all out, then you can lift up your tensioner pulley, take off the belt itself, then you can finish taking that off. It's pretty simple doing it that way, and vice versa. You can kind of tighten it by hand all the way down, and then you can put the impact back on it. And what I did as well, they give you a lot of Loctite, special Loctite for it, so you can take it off, and then when you put this back on, I should say, you can get a 15 16ths, I believe it was. See if I can find it here. Yeah, a 15/16 wrench, and you use the box end on it. You hold it up here while the belt is on now, and then you can tighten it down if you just tap on it with a hammer or another wrench or something, and that can give you enough to tighten it down to where it's reasonably snugged on there. Since you can do it the impact way as well if you want to. I did that first, and then I finished it off with that. That's the best I could do to hold that down while doing this. And as you can see though, with the belt wrap kit, there is only maybe a quarter of the pulley that's not being grabbed at this point. So this pulley's got so much more belt gripping it with the belt wrap, with that extra pulley down there, and it's nice and snug, and it's going to be awesome. One more thing, guys, with the belt wrap. Here, let me turn my light on. So if you have a belt wrap kit on here and you're changing your belt, it's a little more time consuming than just flipping this up, taking the belt off like it used to be. So with the belt wrap kit, you got a bar that comes across and you have your pulley back here. Well, the belt is off. You can't put it on and you can't take it off with this bar crossed here. So it's a 15 millimeter, I believe, and you got to break loose this one first that's on the pulley, and then this one right here on the double idler, got to break that loose and just back it out a little bit. That way this bar has a slit that goes down through the whole thing, so you can grab it and lift it up then. With the idler pulley still on there. You don't have to take off this belt or anything, just leave it on there. And it's enough just to take this off. Then you can route your belt the way you need to do it, and then basically fish it through where it needs to go, and then put that back on, snug everything back down. So that is the only difference when you're using the belt wrap kit with this setup. So that being said, we're moving on to the Supercharger, and the plan that I am doing now is rebuilding it. So I'm rebuilding the Supercharger, and I'm going to show you guys how, and it'll be probably on my next video. So once I receive the bearing kit, which I got from a pretty cool guy, I got a hold of him on Instagram, and I believe the company is called performanceworkzusa. I believe that's what it's called. So if you guys can look it up, I believe Panzer had his Supercharger rebuilt through there. He sent him the Supercharger to him, and he rebuilt it for him and sent it back. It cost $950 for him to do it that way. Or you can just buy the kit yourself, and with shipping, it's $412 and do it yourself. He told me it's pretty simple to do. It's not a whole lot of crazy stuff. Just need a little shop press and a 3-jaw pulley puller, and that's pretty much all you need. So there's a pulley or a bearing in the front here, and then I believe there's 2 in the back here. I believe that's what the kit has. I'm not sure. There might be another one in there, but nonetheless, it's pretty simple to do. But since I haven't seen anything really on YouTube or internet or anything like that showing a rebuild, the process to it, doing it yourself. So if you can find the bearings, then you can do it. But this guy does sell the bearings themselves as a kit, so you can do it yourself. And I'm going to show you guys how it's done. And he gave me his number as well, so if I need any help doing anything, he can kind of walk me through it a little bit more, which I will greatly appreciate. So shout out to him. He's sending those out tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have those in just a few days since he's in New Jersey. I'm in PA. It's a pretty close pretty close to him, so I only should be in 2 or 3 days of shipping, which is awesome. Give me plenty of time to tear this apart, and I might even order. Actually, I did order a block off plate, a bypass block off plate from VRP. That will go. There's another throttle body underneath that has a butterfly flap into it. So they sell a delete kit for it, so you can just take that butterfly valve out and then put their block off plate on, put 2 gaskets on it, done. You need a update tune though for them to turn it off. The tuner can do that. I wish I would have said that before I got this pulley, so he sent me a new tune, an update tune with this pulley size, but I don't want to put it on just yet because I just need another one. So might well just save that and just wait to do all this, and then I can go ahead and put the new update tune on to get us to the dyno. But yeah, guys, this is what I'm doing now. It's not a crazy a lot, but I've taken off the Supercharger a few times. It kind of sucks, it does, but hopefully it'll go by a little bit quicker now that I know how to do everything, and a lot of stuff has been deleted around it that kind of got in the way before, so this should go pretty smoothly. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go now, and just stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for everyone for watching. Like, subscribe if you're not. If you like the videos, awesome. If not, that's okay. But until next one, I'll see you guys later.